Hello folks, and welcome back to more of the Coma to be Catacomb. And when last we left off, ended up running around the Dokkaebi market, doing a lot of trading with the ghosts there to finally achieve the ingredients that we needed to give to the Dokkaebi to give us the serum that we needed to leave, or at least stave off hunger and stop us going insane. The only weird thing is I found two items that I've managed to trade for, and I don't know where to use them, and that's bugging me. The other thing is there appears to be somebody stuck in a cage in the Dokkaebi's place that's asking for help, but I don't know if that is anything, or if it's just like a thing to say, yeah, you know, just keep going, whatever, don't worry about it. You know, I'm going to save here because I'm not sure where I saved it last. But now I believe I need to go and talk to the noteman to make sure I've got the right thing. So I've got to go all the way back up to top without getting absolutely butchered by the butcher. Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay, let's see if we got a good deal. Okay, that's it. Where have you been? I've been to school and the Vicious Sister is growing more powerful than I thought. It's warping time and space in the school and everywhere it connects to. Drink up because you're going to have to move. Youngho hurriedly shoved the pills into his mouth. Ugh, it tastes so bad. Good medicine tastes bitter. Now your hunger will go away. Yeah, I feel a little lighter too. Now you can hide somewhere while Yesol comes for you. Remember, you are one of the targets of the Vicious Sister, and we don't know why they seek you out, whether out of anger or necessity. I don't want to run into her again. Now we'll just have to sit back and wait to meet Yesol. Wait, tell me that wasn't the tutorial without telling me that wasn't the tutorial. Yeah, that's creepy. Song and Dark Song, Youngho. Minsu Kang, Yesol Han, Adrian Chance, and Zhang Mi. The Shade, the Vicious Sister. Quang. Youngho Han. That's where I find out I low-key completed the game. The Coma to be Catacomb. 3 years later. For a second, I thought it was going to dump me back in the old Dokkaebi market. Sewa Hospital. Oh. On the second year, I stopped putting dates on the wall. I don't know how much time has passed since then. Yesol first reappeared here about a month after drinking the plasma serum. In the real world, she said only a day had passed. Yesol was looking for the necklace. The necklace is the most complete master key among the many relics. There is no relic that can replace it and get me out of here. She says she comes in here almost every day to check on things, but I only see her every couple months. But that doesn't mean I should stay down. Let's get back to work, shall we? Spend years in a safe house. The hospital is dangerous as always, as is the inside of CUR station. It was a good thing I installed the CCTV remotely. I don't think there's anything else here I can have a look at. Ah, we've got 2 extra spaces for stuff though. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm doing something I haven't done in a long time, which is exercise. I can't help but do it now that the old guys at the local gym are checking my form, even though they always treat me like they are meeting me for the first time. Ow. Sorry about that. Even though they always treat me like they are meeting me for the first time, almost like they have dementia. I'm not sure if it's the exercise or the plasma serum, but I feel like I can jump from heights without getting hurt. And I'm a little more lean. Right. Clearly we have to have a map of this place, surely. The ward, hideout, medical centre, funeral hall. I had to block the way upstairs because there was a crazy Dr. Shade trying to dissect me with a nurse puppet. I never thought I'd end up riding a motorcycle. My biking skills came in handy. I also filled it with gas so I could jump in and escape at any time. Give me that $1. Youngho. I'm about as good as you can get, 5th grader. Two, 3, 5, 6, 7. To future me who forgot my passwords, in the child's drawing, press the numbers from highest to lowest, then press the star. You should have used your birth date. In the child's drawing, press the numbers from highest to lowest, then press the star. I left something important in my locker and, what was my password? It's forgetfulness. Okay. 76532. No. Okay. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Nothing happens. I must have entered the wrong password. What? In the child's drawing, press the numbers from highest to lowest, then press the star. But I did. Oh, wait a minute. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. It's because I didn't press the star, isn't it? Seven, 6, 5, 3, 2. Okay, that does it automatically. What the shit? Okay. Let's go from highest to lowest. Okay. Are they being literal? So 6 would be higher than 2. 2 would be higher than 7. So I'll go 6, 2, 7, 5, 3 if we're considering the child is only a small child. Okay, let's do... Right, so 6, 2. Let's try 7, 5... 6, 2, 7, 5, 3. That's what I just tried, wasn't it? Alright, let's try 6, 2, 5, 7, 3. Because the sun is technically larger than anything else in this picture. The balloon is higher than the trees. Trees taller than a house. And a house is bigger than a kid, so we'll go 6, 2, 5, 7, 3. Ha-ha! The locker door opened. This note page is why Ye Soul came to our town. Without it, I'd still be stuck here, only holding my breath. You've got a note page. I should get back to the tunnel. Let's go. I, Han Nul Yu, the author, am convinced by the oral histories of my ancestors that this is where the events of that time took place. In my travels in and out of the borders of the 2 dimensions, I have learned that many of the superstitions and rumors are true, and I must have the Necro Blade to slay the vicious shades that plague the royal family. So, all that for a note? Pretty tame. I was hoping for a shotgun. I hear a cat meowing. Now has the map changed? You don't have a map of this place. Been here for 3 years, pal. Just saying. 1001. Don't mind if I diddly do. You found a page of notes. A nation divided in 2, Nul Yu Han, late Silla Kingdom, due to the fierce offensive of King Huan, Silla was nearly devastated, and the previous king was overthrown. Gion Huan and Gion Huan's faction in Silla forcibly installed King Bu. The king's kingship was fine, but the nobles were divided into Gion Huan's faction and the Guns faction, and were on the side of Hubei Jeki and Goryeo. I am butchering these pronunciations, and I apologize so much. 2 powerful kings, 2 new nations, a king of the old and weak kingdom, a country that prospered for 1,000 years, is now in decline. Note takers over that way. I'll head that way in a minute. Note takers over that way. I guess I'll go over there then. Hello, sir. Going down again. What about the situation above? It's the same every time, but it's getting worse. I don't know how many decades of school are now stacked in the same place, or space. The shadowy spirits inside are merging and merging. It's a mess. You may think you're safe, but because she is dealing with the police chief, but if the police station falls, it's only a matter of time before the rest of the local jurisdiction falls to her. and you're lucky she only has 2 or 3 minions. Yes, my life is becoming increasingly dangerous. And by the way, do you want to go down there with me? I'm not sure I want to. Are you sure you want to do this without telling ye so? If it's going to cost me my life, I might as well find a solution. Yeah, let's go down and check. Oh no. Is this bigger than last time I saw it? Wow, yeah, because just yesterday this space wasn't this big, and the other side of the street was completely buried in the ground? Youngho, I don't like it. I used to think it was just a little warehouse of grain and stuff, but it's getting bigger every time you read a page of notes. These are forgotten records, and for some reason, the more you look at them, the more it seems like a bunch of people are finding out about this place for some unknown reason. Who knows what will happen when this graveyard in the past is fully fleshed out. However, Yesol's notes say that there is a weapon that can be used against the vicious sister, the Necro Blade. This is probably the place to find it. I don't want to be running from a killer every time, not knowing when I'm going to get out of here, and it's been 3 years now. Just like in an RPG game, I need the right weapon to take down a demon. I need to find this. I have nothing more to say since it's outside of school. I'm leaving. It's where the soldiers were. They're guns? I take it if I knew how to shoot it, but it's a matchlock gun like I see in soap operas. You have no map of this place. Drinkable water? You must have been a labourer here, working non-stop in the middle of a nightmare. Excuse me? No answer. The unit flag is written in Japanese. The red flag features a Japanese Oni symbol. Antidotes. When I see historians running around telling us what to do with permission from their superiors, I want to smack them over the head with a butt stop. But no one, from the overseer to the captain, tells me anything. It's as if there are secrets lurking in these dark recesses. Our unit symbol is the invincible Oni, but why are we living like moles? Corporal Daiki. Damn it, damn it, damn it! The damn miner's story was true. What I imagined in my nightmares was real. You shouldn't have used something ominous as your unit symbol. It doesn't make us look like we're on the same side. Damn it, I've seen it. I've seen that monster on the other side of the tunnel. Private First Class Genta. So we've got a hiding place. It's good to know, but also frightening. Don't want to go back out of there. I wanted to... This is a unit flag with Japanese text. The green flag has a snake emblem on it. Drinkable water. Can't pick it up. The troops have been getting mistakenly shot, probably because they've been living in the closed cave for so long. It's hard to find miners in this area, and we've had 2 miners die because some crazies dreamed they saw the Tushigumo and shot them in their sleep. Tsuchigumo? Why is a Japanese monster in the land of Korea? The shame of those who wear the masks of the Oni as a symbol of their class. Sergeant Gatto. The deeper you dig, the stranger the space becomes. There are unknown passageways, as if a giant snake had carved them out of the ground. At first I thought it was a conspiracy of Korean anarchists, but it's not something a few Koreans could pull off. Is there a monster out there? Sergeant Forge. Alright, 2 doors I can bust into and run to the very end in hopes of finding a safe haven. And a bottle of water if I should so need. Okay, those are my pus sack things I've got to be careful of then. This is a unit flag with a Japanese text. It is a yellow flag with a fox emblem. An antidote should I so need. When I joined the army I thought I would have some free time to play around in Joseon land, but I didn't realise how hard military life would be. How long do they expect me to work underground like this? My throat is already scratchy and I'm coughing a lot. Damn, I can't wait to make some money and go back home. Private First Class Goro. And I'm already finding places to hide. This is not good. You found a page of notes. Excavation Report 1, Songryung site. February 10th, 1931. During the first underground waterworks in the marketplace, an unidentified tunnel was discovered and reported to the gendarmerie. There we go. It was thought to be a secret underground base for terrorists, but the site hadn't been used for at least a few hundred years, so it was defined as a historic site and the mission was changed from a sweep to an excavation. March 12, 1931. The Songryung site excavation team is assembled from their home country and arrives in the peninsula. March 19th, 1931. HQ is established at the marketplace entrance to the site and miners are recruited from the coal mining village to prepare for mining. March 21st, 1931. Mining operations begin. What secrets do these ruins hold? Kakera Yoshimoto. This is a unit flag with Japanese inscriptions. It is a blue flag with a hunting dog emblem. Bottle of water. Koreans becoming less and less willing to listen, of course. Whenever I yelled and scolded them, they moved with fear, but they're afraid of something more than my gun and fist. The more artifacts are unearthed, the more superstitious they seem to be. They are getting superstitious and saying all sorts of nonsense. What the heck is down there? Private First Class Genji. Well, I haven't found a frickin' map yet, but I found a save point. That's interesting. The end of the line, so they say. Drinkable water. I don't have room. Let me keep going this way for a minute. You found a page of notes. Regional reports. Toyono Kuma. March 15th. 15 members of Special Task Force excavating the site, including Supervisor Kakara Yoshimoto, unconscious. 5 Korean labourers, unconscious. 1 Gunzo Shintaro soldier, 1 inspector, and 28 Korean labourers killed. June 23rd. 1 Sunsa chief and 11 Sunsa missing in Songryung area, likely dead and buried. June 23rd. All 10 members of an assigned gendarmerie unit missing. Area closed. June 25th. 15 special warfare gendarmes deployed, all missing. Did not return despite wearing oxygen masks. July 10. It was determined that the attack was not the work of insurgents. Monsters? Question mark? Deciding they can't afford to lose more troops, explosives are planted on the underground safety floor to collapse it. Plans to excavate the Songryung site are temporarily scrapped. Get ourselves some energy drinks and the like. Take 1,001. Desperately need a map. Oh, buddy. If you can't hear that, that's my good boy Pipstar, who's a little tuxedo twat. Yes, he is. He is gorgeous. Ah, we have a way down here. Might have to investigate. Sorry, buddy, I need my other end. Kitties need scratches. The door is locked with a key. The door is locked with a key. I think there's a tunnel elevator, but it's collapsed and unusable. Caught between a acid bath and a hard place. Okay, what's in here? Ah, map. I finally have it. Now I can get around. You have a map of the underground tunnels. Booyah! It's too well organised and decorated to be a graveyard for commoners and servants. Is it a nobleman's tomb? And that's why they buried the nobles together, so that the nobleman would be well taken care of in the afterlife? But there are no bodies that could be called noblemen. They all seem to be elaborately wrapped in expensive cotton and burlap. There are quite a few texts about the Silla period and the Great Japanese Empire, but only the royal tombs have been preserved, and I've never seen a structure like this before. Did it belong to an Arabian merchant? No. An Arabian trader? Wouldn't be able to build a tomb like this near the capital, nor in Busan. We've sent the metal artifact, back home, so hopefully we'll know the exact timing soon. But I wonder if the soldiers didn't make off with enough jewelry. Damn soldiers, historian Yoshino Takara. I think my cat wants to... Oh no, he's gone. I think this room deals with artifacts found while digging. It's an incredibly expensive artifact, right? Another antidote. I think it's key to the person in charge of it. I think it's the key to the person in charge of this place. I'm going to try all the doors that won't open. This one's got the file notes on it. You have the historian's key. You have found a page of notes. Frangdu was distributed in various regions under the concept of division. Originally, Hwarangdu was not intended for military purposes, but was an education program for noble use. But as the war intensified at Late Silla, it became a system for training and raising young men and adolescent boys in a military manner. Hwarangdu is composed of the clan master, who is the teaching leader of the Hwarangs, the clan commander, who leads the Hwarangs, oh my god, a noble young man who is the leader of his team, and Nangdo, who are the hands and feet of the Hwarangs. Hwarangs are taught by monks, because the monks had to be fluent enough in Chinese to read Buddhist scriptures, and were intellectuals who had travelled to India and elsewhere to study. They were also skilled in Confucianism, and Taoism. Mastered the 3 religions and had self-discipline and discipline as a way of life. So they could not have been better suited as teachers for Huang. But what if the clan master has a vicious plot? Okay. Pop over here to the engine room quick. Locked. This is where the elevator to the lower level is located, and we can go through it to get downstairs. What Yesol was looking for. There are notes from someone named Nul Yu all over the place, so if I go down there, I will find more. But the door is locked. Looks like it's moving mechanically, so where is the control? Okay. So I can head to the file room. Jesus, that was creepy. You have found a page of notes. Excavation report 5. Deeper, deeper. February 23rd, 1932. For some time now, the construction of an elevator has been bustling next to the underground vacant lot. It is hoped that the elevator will make it easier to transport soil and artifacts from the underground level. When the higher-ups found out about the interior facilities, they decided to send all the elevator workers to Hamgyongdo. February 23rd, 1932. The elevator's start button. Classified. February 25th, 1932. A strange odour was reported coming from the lowest level of the underground void. It is determined not to be toxic, but it is foul. Kakara Yoshimoto. Oh boy. There is a device in the mechanical room that can operate the elevator, but the motor is melted, so it won't work. Instead, I think I'll just open the door and go downstairs via the elevator that's suspended in mid-air. This mannequin is suspicious. He's dressed and postured like he's about to do something important here. Yes, I knew you had something in your pocket. You have the technician's key. Where else can a technician person go? It's a control pad that can open the front door of the elevator, but it requires the password and the overseer's key too. I don't even know what the password is, so I'm going to start looking for signs of the overseer. Christ, this is getting intense, let me tell you. So that takes me down to equipment storage, but I do need to check the file room and engine room. Shit. Now I can see why they got frickin' antidotes knocking around here like you wouldn't believe. I'm getting scared. I've done a lot. Oh, there it is. 25th of February. Bodies wrapped in strange cotton cloths and stacked on top of each other. The dry conditions seem to have mummified them. 26th of February. The recently discovered Silla period artifacts were moved to the 50% artifact room. A pungent odour began to emanate from the lowest level. Is this the smell of a mummy reacting to moisture? 27th of February, multiple gunshots, soldiers scrambling, miners escaping. What's going on? 10th of January, word spreads among soldiers that they saw a monster in a cave. 11th of January, many long legs, half naked, blotchy skin and 2 horns and teeth, glowing eyes, everyone's statements match. 12th of January, I asked the higher-ups if there are any secret Imperial experiments going on here, but no information was forthcoming. Title, Yellow Flowers and Green Mountains. Title, Red Flames and Blue Seas. You have a page of notes. Excavation Report 2, what is this place? April 19th, 1931. The Dark Cave has not been dated to date, but it is clear that it is not a natural cave. The wooden walls between the crawl space and the crawl space are lacquered, so it is hoped that a closer examination of the carvings back home will reveal the age. It's bizarre that empty spaces keep appearing like anthills in what I thought was a small space. What kind of monster created this space? April 20th, 1931. The gendarmerie sentry was reinforced by 3 more men. The call sign, number 1 tiger, number 2 snake, number 3 elk, and number 4 wolf. Tiger, snake, elk, wolf. Oh, that may be important. Right, gonna do a quick save here. I'm gonna pop to this other room across the way. We are renovating the ceiling in the basement between the 2nd and 3rd floors. Beware of the powder keg in the armory unless you want to die. Okay, that's actually going to lead me further in. So, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go back in here. And I'm going to save it. I think that's where we're going to call this an episode. I ain't going to have to do too much editing with this one because it was pretty clear cut and nice. To do, open the platform door. Right, anyway folks, well this, you know, what bugs me is the fact that I didn't get a life point after those 3 years. He just walked around as though he'd been stabbed by a butcher. Anyway folks, thank you for watching this installment of the Coma 2B Catacomb. When we return, we'll investigate these mines a little more, find out what's going on. What happened to the excavation team? What is crawling around in the dark that has many legs, horns and teeth, and naked and blotchy skin, or half naked and blotchy skin? And will it eat my face? Until then folks, we'll catch you all again in the next one. Take it easy, bye bye.